Hello everybody, my name is Nerdtron. Today I will be reviewing Monster Hunter World for the PS4. Now the franchise of Monster Hunter has always seemed to have eluded me. Not because lack of interest or anything negative, but just from lack of knowledge about the franchise. Especially since it's been around for 15 years now, it's kinda intimidating when you think about it. But thanks to some friends and YouTubers I've researched, I was able to see what the franchise had to offer. So on January 20th, I ordered my digital copy of Monster Hunter World, and now currently have over 70 hours on the game. From a beginner's perspective, Monster Hunter World is the perfect game to start the franchise with for any newcomer. With amazing graphics, inventive monsters, exciting hunts, and improving in a way that feels natural, Monster Hunter World has my recommendation for Game of the Year. But now let's go more in depth on what makes this game enjoyable. Monster Hunter World has such a natural way of giving the player options. In the beginning, you only have the bare necessities. There are 14 weapons, 2 types of each, and you must hunt the monsters in the so-called New World and carve them for upgrades. It even goes deeper than that when you realize each monster has its unique attributes that allows the weapons to be forged to have an edge. For example, the monster known as Rathalos has the attribute of fire, while his mate, the Rathian, has the attribute of poison. When forging weapons from these creatures, the weapons themselves gain these attributes, and said attributes work well when trying to hunt a monster with an elemental weakness. Not only do the weapons have special abilities, so do the armor crafted from the creatures. Each armor set has certain abilities granted when wearing them. So let's say you have a helmet, and it has the skill Handicraft. Well, that skill increases the sharpness of a weapon. Or, let's say it has the ability Windproof. That helps you negate the effects of a monster when it creates wind with its wings. And each beast you encounter has their own unique look, style, and pattern to them that makes them feel like actual living creatures. One example of this would be a monster known as Anjanath. It sprays a mucus that helps mark its territory, is extremely aggressive, breathes fire to ward off potential threats, and has these certain wing flaps to help cool down its body. And when combating these monsters, you have to be smart and have your wits about you. You can't just go in guns blazing and think you'll win. The monsters in this game have an amazing AI, which helps them feel like actual threats. For example, sometimes when you're about to finish a combo with your weapon, a beast roars to disrupt you. Other times, they will use a unique ability to make the fight more difficult. However, the feeling you get when you slay them is so invigorating, it makes you want to hunt even more. And now, while I have a high opinion of the gameplay, there are a few flaws I feel I must address. For one, the hitboxes on certain monsters can be quite questionable, Nergigante for example, and sometimes weapons feel like they should have hit when they don't. However, these flaws do not detract from the gameplay. If anything, they motivate you to go back and fight the monsters while you have and learn from your mistakes. In short, the gameplay is where Monster Hunter World shines the brightest, not only making fights as fair as possible, but making the hunt thrilling. Now for presentation. Now when I said World shines brightest in the gameplay, I do mean that, but performance is indeed a close second. The graphics presented in the game are phenomenal. When discovering a monster, you can tell a lot of effort into making them feel alive and capable of living in this ecosystem. For example, a monster known as Puki Puki is a flying wyvern with poison capabilities. Yet the designers made it so that when facing this monster, you know to avoid the tongue based off its name and the way poison drips out of its mouth. Another way the game shines in its presentation is with environments. My favorite place to hunt is the Rotten Vale. It's just a wasteland of death and decay, yet upholds the rules of balance with nature the game sets up. Nice little touch in the game to make it feel like a natural ecosystem is when you are in the Rotten Vale and a creature like Legiana dies and falls into it. the alpha predator of the Rotten Vale, the Odogaron, will find the corpse from miles away and take it back to the territory to eat. Another way that the developers make the game feel like an actual world is with its turf wars. When fighting a monster, sometimes another monster will drop by to fight the monster you're hunting. And based on who's higher on the food chain, sometimes you can use this turf war to your advantage. When facing a monster, their unique music comes up and only increases the dramatics of the fight. My favorite so far is Nergigante's music. It just permeates how tight the fight will be and how intimidating this Elder Dragon is. Now, of course, there are some flaws with the presentation. When looking off into the distance in specific locations, the frame rate drops significantly, and sometimes glitches interfere with gameplay. However, these are only small gripes for me in an overall beautiful looking game. In short, Monster Hunter World is a great game that is worth the price. It presents a fun and challenging experience for anyone like me who loves the franchise while staying true to its roots in prior games. The monsters you have are detailed and unique, which makes identifying them more manageable, and different options on how to track them and hunt them allow for a unique experience every time. The music and presentation are fantastic to the point where you find yourself completely engrossed in the moment and discovering something new. All in all, Monster Hunter World receives a 9 out of 10 from me and has my recommendation of Game of the Year. Hey guys, Nerdtron here. So, something I forgot to mention in my review of this game is that I like how developers are continually implementing events, content, different armor sets, and adding monsters to the game. For example, I didn't know Devil Joe was in the game, and I didn't know that he could be found in multiple areas. That's actually really cool to have a nomadic type of monster, you know? And right now, my friend tells me that there's a certain Elder Dragon who's made of gold, and her event is coming back pretty soon. So I really can't wait to do that event. As of this recording, I'm still stuck on Kushala Daora, as you can see, but I'm pretty sure by the time May 25th comes around, I'll be able to do that event as well. And another thing that I would like to mention about this game is that the amount of freedom you have and the amount of improvement that you have that feels natural. For example, right now I've beaten Teostra and Nergigante, but I can also hunt Kushala Daora or an Elder Dragon in the Rotten Vale. Now I don't know that Elder Dragon, so don't spoil me. I'm still working on it. Still working on tracking him, that is. But yeah, I just wanted to add these few things, and I just wanted to say I truly appreciate what the developers are doing with this game and how they're implementing their free DLC, and they will have my support as long as they don't charge me for any new monsters. But what do you guys think about this game? Is it a good game? Is it a bad Monster Hunter game? Am I just a new guy who doesn't know anything about the franchise? You know, let me know, and I'll be happy to discuss this with you guys in the comment section. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, God bless, and I'll see you next video.
Strong enough to take out Elder Dragons.